It is a tale and a motive as old as time. Young love. Those first butterflies, that first heart-racing rush. The first time you realize you'll risk it all for this other person, especially when someone stands in your way.
Yeah, 9 Your Side's Maggie Vespa continues our murder mystery series with Cracked, the case of Andres Sanchez.
At a time when life is just beginning, there is nothing more exhilarating, more intoxicating, and when that feeling is stolen, more enraging. 4 years ago, theirs was a love blooming under the hot summer sun. Larry Coronado was 19 years old, Clarissa Sanchez, 16.
She's a good student. You know, she, even though she was going to a charter school, she was making okay grades.
But Clarissa's father, Andres Sanchez, had begun to worry that his normally good girl, his level-headed daughter, was now blindly following her heart. Then TPD homicide detective Olivia Kennedy.
He was afraid that they would become, you know, a little bit more sexually involved, and he wanted her to finish school. He wanted her to do a lot of things with, you know, go to school, graduate, and his concerns were that they were getting too serious too fast.
When he warned them to cool it.
So she was going to leave the sliding glass door open.
Their anger.
He was going to go in there,
boiled over,
and kill her father.
It was October 19th, 2010, around 1 a.m. Police reports show Andres Sanchez slept alone in his bed, his wife working her normal night shift. Police reports show Larry Coronado entered the room, stood over his girlfriend's father, and swung.
He hit him in the ankle and the foot area really hard to maybe hopefully break his feet so that he couldn't come after him walking, and then he just said that he struck him several more times on the body and on the head area.
Within minutes, Sanchez was dead. Quickly, the young couple turned culprits, went to work.
Turning the mattress over, the mattress had quite a bit of blood on it. They flipped it over. You know, took bleach to the whole room.
The Sanchez's, then landlords who opted not to go on camera, still own this house today. And something else that's unchanged, this carpet, including here in the back bedroom where they say the murder happened. And check this out, bleach-type stains, presumably from when Larry and Clarissa tried to cover up their brutal crime.
Reports show the two loaded Andres Sanchez's body into the family van and drove to the nearby desert, covered it with brush, and left. And with just hours left until Clarissa's mother was to come home, they used her father's phone to clear up any confusion.
Larry's actually sending the text, and Clarissa's telling him what to say. He left her that he had found somebody else. He was moving to Phoenix. He wasn't coming back.
So with the text sent and the body dumped, it seemed like Clarissa and Larry were free to be together, but police were about to get a call from a loved one following their gut.
A husband and father dead, his body ditched, his wife led to believe he left.
All of this at the hands of the couple's teenage daughter, a twisted plot to keep young love alive.
How would police crack this brutal case? Here again is 9 on Your Side's Maggie Vespa.
The plan had worked.
She gave instructions to Larry,
her father,
where to take the van, her father's van,
was out of the way,
and what to do with this clothing and the bedding,
leaving Clarissa Sanchez and Larry Coronado free to be together. And courtesy of her father's phone, Clarissa's family remained none the wiser.
But in the days that followed, this murderous modern day Romeo and Juliet were about to learn that it's when you become too confident that mistakes are made.
Enter break number 1, the all too convenient texts.
Clarissa would text message her mother in response to questions her mother had.
Again, then TPD homicide detective Olivia Kennedy.
Her mother was like, I just can't believe that he wouldn't call me. You know, we have kids, we have bills, we've got things to pay. And, you know, and then a text message would come in from him.
Even more obvious.
Or if Clarissa wanted to go like somewhere, And her mom said, no, you can't. A text message would come in saying, Clarissa is going to be with me, let her come.
This as Clarissa's mother continued to search for clues. She found break number 2 hanging in their bedroom closet.
He's a big San Diego Chargers fan, and he had 2 jerseys that he always kept with him, and he left those behind. And so the mom said, I just don't think he left, because if he would have left, he wouldn't have left these jerseys behind.
Kennedy says Clarissa then swiped the jerseys, telling her mom her dad had returned for them. Meanwhile, she says Larry's family was noticing a couple keeping company only with each other, which led to break number 3, his father questioning Clarissa.
He told her, look, Clarissa, your mom and your dad are worried sick about you. Your dad he doesn't know what to do. Your dad's very upset because you're with him. And he said she looked over at him and gave him this look and kind of snickered and said, he's not worried.
Finally, Clarissa's older sister confronted her face to face.
She says, Clarissa, what's going on? Dad's been gone. The only person that hears from Dad, gets any messages from Dad, is you. How come he doesn't call me? Clarissa tells her, Dad's not coming back because Larry and I killed him.
And with that, Kennedy says the cover-up came crumbling down. Detectives were called to the house. The phone was found, the body recovered, and confessions were offered up.
Clarissa's reason, says Detective Kennedy, was hauntingly simple. She hated her father, the one who stood in the way when she, at 16, had found that first love.
Pretty overpowering. I think that, to them, it's so, they're so in love, and they don't think that there's ever going to be anybody else for them. Kind of what Clarissa and Larry thought, that her dad was really going to make it so difficult for them that they weren't going to be able to be in love and be a couple, and so they needed to do something about it.
Both Clarissa and Larry are behind bars tonight for their part in the murder of Andres Sanchez. They declined to speak to us for this story.